Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Concept Clarity Academy. In today's video, we are diving into a very important topic from Unit 2 Accounting and Auditing Basic Accounting Principles Part 2. Firstly, we see what are accounting principles. Accounting principles are the rules and guidelines used to prepare the financial statements. They are based on GAAP, which means generally accepted accounting principles. These principles ensures relevancy, objectivity, feasibility. Now let's look at these 10 accounting key postulates or the assumptions. The first concept is business entity concept. The business and the owner are the two separate entities. For example, if the owner invests rupees 1 lakh into the business, it is not income, it is a liability. If the owner withdraws rupees 10,000 for personal use, it is recorded as drawings, not as an expenses. Here the key point is all transactions are recorded from the business point of view. Next is going on concept. We assume that the business will continue operating into the future. For example, a company buys a machinery for rupees 5 lakhs. Instead of showing the full cost as an expenses in 1 year, it is spread over many years via depreciation or through depreciation. In the assumption that the business will continue in the coming years and will not shut down in tomorrow or in a particular period of time. Here the key point we have to remember is um, it helps with long-term planning and investment in making a decision. Next comes to cost concept. Assets are recorded at the actual cost paid, not in the market value. For example, if a land purchased in 2010 for rupees 2 lakhs, even if in present year it is rupees 10 lakhs, it is still shown as rupees 2 lakhs unless it is revaluated. Here the key point is maintaining the objectivity and consistency in asset value. Next comes as dual aspect accounting. Every transaction has two sides. One is debit and the credit side. For example, if you buy a laptop on credit of for rupees 50,000, you get laptop as an asset and you own 50,000 as a liability. Here the key point is for every value we receive, there is a value we give. That is, the formula we have to remember here is asset is equal to liability plus capital. Next comes to matching concept. Matching the expenses with the related revenue in the same accounting period is called as matching concept. The example we see is if you earn rupees 2 lakhs from sale and spend rupees 20,000 on ads in the same month, record both in the same period, even if the ad bill is paid later uh, or in the next accounting period. The key point here we have to remember is um, help helping the it helps the true profit and loss for a period. Next comes to the reliability concept. Reliability concept here means only transactions that can be proven with evidence are recorded. For example, if there is no bill or invoice for a sale, it should not be recorded. Here the key point is uh, prove if you can't prove something, you should not record it. Next comes to the accrual concept. Record revenue and expenses when they occur, not when money is received or paid. The example here we see is electricity bill received in the month of March but paid in the month of April. Then the transaction will be recorded in the March. The key point here we have to remember is focus on event date, not on the payment date. Next comes to the objectivity concept. Objectivity concept is based on the fact, not on the influenced by personal opinions. The example, by saying your business is worth of rupees 50 lakhs without any documentation is not valid in the accounting. The key point we say is use documents and evidence, um, not the assumptions. Accounting principle concept. Business is divided into two time period to measure a performance of a business. Typically, 1 year. That is from the 1st April to next year 31st March in India. For example, all revenues and expenditures from 1st April 2024 uh, till 31st March 2025 will belong to one particular period. Where the key point is time-based reporting improve the analysis or enables the comparison between the previous year accounting to current year accounting principles. Sorry, accounting reports. Next comes to the money measurement concept. Record only those items that can be measured in terms of money. For example, you may have an hardworking team or a great reputation for your organization, but unless or otherwise it is measurable in terms of money, it won't be recorded. The key point we have to remember is if it can't be qualified, it won't go into the books of accounts. That's all for accounting principles or postulates. Now next move on to the accounting conventions. The accounting conventions here it means it is commonly accepted practice that ensures consistency and compatibility and followed by the accountants. There are four main accounting conventions. Number one is conventions of consistency, which follows the same method every year. For example, if you use a straight line method for depreciation, continue it every year, unless or otherwise you have a valid reason to change the method. Sorry. Next is convention of fully disclosure. All relevant information must be disclosed in the financial statements. Example, if there is a pending court case, mention it as contingent liability in the notes, even if it is not finalized. Next is convention of concerns. When it is doubt or anticipated loss, but do not record gain in advance. In this case, this type of convention will applicable. For example, if your stock might be damaged or recorded damage, then record it as possible loss, but don't record a full profit in future unless it is reality. Convention of materiality. Only record information that is important to make a decision. For example, losing a losing a 2 rupees pen is not a material, but losing rupees 20,000 worth of goods, it's definitely recorded, definitely a material. Losing material, then you have to definitely record it. Let's wrap up with the summary of this video. Accounting principle forms the foundation. Postulates are the basic assumptions behind them. Conventions are the practical guidelines for consistency and clarity. That's all for today's session on basic accounting principles. I hope this video helps you to understand the logic behind the rules of accounting, not just memorize them. In the next session, we will continue with more topics from Unit 2 of UGC Net Paper 2 Commerce. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe, and stay tuned with me. Thank you and happy learning.